welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. Hi, Mandy.
Hi, Teddy. We are back, and I just have to ask, how the heck are you this week? How the heck are we? Yes?
We're so much better. Yeah, I definitely am. I feel like this week for me has been like a true taste of normalcy. Like I feel like last week I kind of said the same thing, but I had a couple days of what felt seemingly normal last week, but it wasn't normal. And I also had a colonoscopy at the end of the week. And so I was like nervous about that. So as much as like last week I said like I had a taste of normal, this is like really just a dive back into normal.
Yeah.
Which I'm like loving. I'm very happy about. Like life finally feels a little bit more settled right now than it has over the last genuinely like couple of months, and knock on wood, like please stay that way.
We love that.
How are you?
Great. Good. Like we're back to normal too after like the busyness of what did I even do? Oh yeah, tearing up like the carpet and the housework and stuff. And then last week being my daughter's birthday week, which truly was like a week-long celebration, just one thing after another. It feels good to have it all over with and like a normal week going. So I feel you, and it feels good. It feels so good. Now I have to ask, there's like an elephant in the room. How did the scope go? How was the scope of the colon?
The scope of the colon was good.
Okay.
There were no abnormalities.
We love to hear that.
Which is good. I was in for family history that was suspicious that I could have potential like bad polyps.
Yeah.
And so I think that was kind of like my fear going into it, like that I would have some bad polyps, and I didn't. So yeah, good news. Good. All polyps are all clear. I will say, like, I think a lot of people were like, oh, the prep's the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
And drinking the prep itself was hard.
Yes.
Okay. So
let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Okay.
I had to take, I'm just going to give you like a breakdown of what that night looked like for me. Yes. I had to take my first round of prep at 5 p.m. and then my second round at 11 p.m.
Okay.
5 p.m. rolls around. I had streamed that day. I hadn't eaten all day.
Mm-hmm.
I streamed late because I couldn't eat. And I was like, if I keep streaming, it'll distract me from the fact that I can't eat and the fact that I'm hungry. Right.
Yeah.
So fair. I actually streamed until like probably like 3:30 or 4 o'clock.
Right.
And so I streamed all day. I was sipping on chicken bouillon. It was great. Like that was an absolute lifesaver for me, was having just a scoop of that like chicken bouillon paste with hot water. It was absolutely divine. Like I kind of wish I had some right now. Like
it sounds cozy. Like a cup of tea, really.
Just like chicken noodle soup, but without the noodles and the fake chicken. Like
so that's like a tip. Teddy's tip of a colonoscopy prep.
Yeah. And my doctor specifically said you cannot have broth.
Okay.
You can't have chicken broth. A lot of people suggest like bone broth because it's got protein in it, which will keep you fuller.
Okay.
But I couldn't have that because my doctor said absolutely no broth, because the broths contained fat.
Interesting.
So no broth, but you can have bouillon with hot water. And so I was like, okay, whatever. Gonna do what my doctor said. And it was totally fine. Like it really satisfied the need for something savory, salty, because you can drink clear liquids. So I could have like Sprite and Gatorade, like certain Gatorades. I could have Jell-O, but that's all sweet. And I'm a salty gal. And especially if it's like for me, sweets are something that I have in between my salty meals. You know?
Right. Yes.
So the chicken bouillon, huge lifesaver. All that to say, 4 o'clock rolls around. I end up like deep cleaning my bathroom because I was like, I'm going to be spending so much time in this bathroom. I want it clean before I drink the first round of prep.
Yes.
So I deep cleaned my bathroom, was on my hands and knees with the Lysol wipes. Got that cleaned, got myself full body showered.
Okay.
Full body shower, wash my hair, shave, do what I can.
We're
to try
feeling
to be
squeaky.
Embarrassed that someone was going to look at my butt. So I took a full body shower, got out of the shower, had dripping wet hair,
Uh-huh.
and it was about 4:55. And I had just gotten out of the shower, dripping wet hair, and I was like, crap, I gotta drink this soon. And my husband still wasn't home from work.
Mm.
And so then all of a sudden, he informs me that not only is the pest control guy coming, but also the internet guy is coming to check out our internet. So he's not home. I have soaking wet hair. I'm chugging colonoscopy prep, and I have both the internet service provider tech at my house and the exterminator who is in our backyard spraying for mosquitoes. And I have to be like, be careful you don't get the honeybees. And I have dripping wet hair, and I have my Area 51 t-shirt on. And it's just like a kid. Like, he looks like he's like 19 years old.
Oh my gosh. It's like, who is this
was
kooky
miserable.
lady?
All that to say, yeah, it's like, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why is so much happening right now?
Oh my gosh. I
but
would have demanded he come home immediately.
Yeah.
Well,
I ended up drinking that first round of prep. I mixed the bottle of liquid that I had, which was like a berry flavored. It was like a medicinal berry flavor, which like, ew. I mixed it with ginger ale, and it really wasn't that bad. Like, the taste in my head, I was like, the ginger ale will help like soothe my stomach, right?
Yeah,
that was my thought, was like, the ginger ale will help soothe my stomach from the nasty taste of the medicine, whatever. And the taste really wasn't terrible. However, the carbonation was.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think I thought through having to drink that much soda that quickly.
Yeah.
And so the carbonation is really what kind of like, I got done drinking that and I was like really not feeling good. And then I had to drink a full water bottle full of water. I had to drink 32 ounces of water immediately after that.
Seriously?
Within the next hour. So I had to drink a 16-ounce thing of prep mixed with whatever I mixed it with. So 16 ounces of liquid, including the prep. And then I had to drink within the next hour after I chugged that, 32 ounces of water.
Ouch.
Yeah. So within 1 hour, I had to have
and
like
with those,
all
like,
that liquid.
Carbonation bubble guts, like the last thing you want to do is drink water. Ooh.
And so the ginger ale, although it really did help with the taste, the carbonation wasn't a good idea.
Not
so
good.
if I had like let it get flat, maybe that would have been a better option.
Okay.
So did that, and then I started panicking, and I started texting you, and I was like, I'm still not pooping. I'm still not pooping. It's still not happening. It's still not happening. And I was looking it up online, and most people were like, oh yeah, this prep kicks in within like 30 to 45 minutes. I'm at minute 90, and I'm still sitting there like a rock, like
twiddling your thumbs, like,
nothing's happening. And sometime between an hour and a half and 2 hours, it started kicking in. And then I just like was on the toilet for a good solid couple hours. Wow. Then I had a good couple hour break between like 8 and 11 p.m. It really slowed down. I would go like once every like 20 minutes maybe.
Okay.
It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
Then, so I sat in bed at that point, played Pocopia, watched some Law and Order. Like, I was fine.
Good night, right?
11 o'clock, I had to do the second round. And I mixed it with, which is what my doctor recommended, was Crystal Light.
Ooh.
Instead of the ginger ale, because I was like, those bubbles were not a good move. So I did the prep with a packet of Crystal Light, and then the rest was water, and stirred it all up. Horrible. Absolutely disgusting. It was so bad. The ginger ale was so much better. It was so bad. It wasn't obviously carbonated, but it was repulsive. And I got it down, and then I sat in bed, and I think what I was so curious about the taste of this liquid, because people online were like, it tastes so bad. It's the worst thing I've ever tasted. And I'm like, how? Like, eating like mud would be the worst thing you've ever tasted. Like, how is that the worst thing you've ever tasted? You know?
Yeah.
And it's not the worst thing I've ever tasted. And it's not the worst thing in the planet. It's just not good. Like,
it's not.
It's like taking, you know how like when you take a shot of NyQuil and you get the like, ooh.
Yes.
And you get that like shiver of like, ew, that was nasty. and then you get to, like, chase it with something or it, like,
Yes.
goes away soon. It's like that, except having to drink a lot of it.
That's fair. The one I did didn't have, like, a flavor to it. It just made anything that you mixed it with, like, the consistency got thicker and
Mm,
everything tasted, like, subliminally salty, and you
yeah,
could taste, like, a ton of thick sodium
uh-huh.
behind, like, whatever you were drinking, so it'd be, like, thick applesauce with a hint of salt, and that to me was, like, foul. But I wouldn't say it
See,
was,
they
like, the
should have
worst
given
thing
me
I've
that
ever
one
drank.
because I
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying I would have liked it. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I would have liked that one," because 'cause I'm sure I
Right.
wouldn't have, but the, um I'm also, like I also love, like, liquid IVs, which t
Right.
also taste salty. They have, like, obviously
True.
sweet flavor in it, but
I
I
it
don't know.
tastes it has that, like, same salt hint of salt that the liquid IVs do, but,
Mhm.
I mean, in all honesty, like, there is nothing worse than a bad drink. Like, drinking a drink that you don't like going to a restaurant and ordering a drink and you don't like it, I will not touch it if I don't like it. I'm not gonna try to choke it down, but then this, you have to, and, like, I don't want to do that. I specifically choose drinks that I know I'm gonna like, that's why it's always a root beer or it's always something I know I will enjoy because I don't think there's anything worse than forcing down a drink that is nasty. There's no point to it. So that's rough that it tasted so bad. And
Yeah.
like the berry flavors sometimes can be really awful. I
I
know
think the
like
berry is what made it the worst for me. Like,
yeah.
I would have preferred, like, a grape or an orange or something like that,
Yes.
but it
Yeah.
was berry.
Berry reminds me of college. Like raspberry flavored anything is to me the worst flavor. I love raspberries and like raspberry mousse or like raspberry in like raspberry jams or whatever, but something that is trying to be flavored, artificially flavored like raspberry is nauseating.
Yes.
Like immediately no. So
So
yeah,
what you're
that one
saying is
sounds
we need to
terrible.
get some, like, raspberry Smirnoff or some, like, UV blue
Dude.
and take
That
shots.
no, because I think that's why I don't like it because that was like the go-to freshman year of
Dude, freshman
college.
year was UV blue. I used to drink UV blue freshman year of
Oh,
college.
I think I did one time because someone in our dorm room,
It was
like
probably
our
me.
no, it was these random guys who lived on the other side of the dorm. And I was like, what's that? That's cool. And I've tried it once, but it was always raspberry
That's what it was.
Smirnoff, raspberry
Oh.
Burnett's. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what? Oh my God, the
Yeah,
thought of
it was
that.
always raspberry. I don't know why. So I freshman year for me, it was UV blue. I would have a fifth of UV blue, and I would chase it with lemonade. And so it was like a
Oh
raspberry lemonade,
yeah.
and, I would just take shots of that, and,
Oh
like,
my God.
I would take shots of UV blue and then chase it with lemonade, and it
It's
was
because 'cause
the
you're, like,
worst.
fresh out of high school when all
Oh,
this stuff you have is,
yeah.
like, lemonade and blue raspberry slushies and stuff, so
Yeah.
you go to college and you're like, "Yes, now it's, like,
Mhm.
adult version." But no, it's
So
absolutely
gross.
atrocious.
And then it gives you the worst hangover because there's so much sugar
Oh
in
my
it, and
gosh.
it's, like,
It's so
the
bad.
cheapest alcohol.
The thought of your colonoscopy prep being berry flavored would
Yes.
send me into the hospital because it sounds
Yeah.
like you would be drinking just
Yeah.
flat raspberry Burnett's
Yeah.
mixed
So
with Crystal Light.
it was
Immediately
bad.
puke.
It was bad, but it wasn't like
Gross.
sewer or anything.
Fair.
So
It
then
could have
I
been the
actually
toilet, yeah.
it could have been. So then I actually got a good couple hours of sleep. Like
Oh,
after my
good.
11 o'clock round, I was up until probably I was on the toilet from like 11:30 until 1 AM straight, couldn't leave. Then from
Okay.
like 1, maybe 1:30ish until about 5 AM,
Okay.
I got a couple hours of sleep. Like I was pretty good.
Okay.
Um, and
Alright.
so I got a couple hours of sleep, not a lot, but a good couple. And then was up at 5 and had to go a couple more times, and I think then the nerves kicked in, and I was like, "Okay, well, I have to leave the doctor's office soon," and I was getting kinda
Right.
nervous. So anyway, drove in, it was fine, walked in, my husband couldn't go back with me.
Right.
I
He
had
had
to
to
go into
stay in, like, the little guest room
like,
or
waiting
whatever.
we had to stay in the
Yeah.
waiting room,
Yep.
out front, and so then they took me in, they put me in this little, like, interview room, it was like a little office first, and she was like
Uh-huh.
asking about medical history and da 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 da
Yep.
da, and was like, "Did you do your prep?" And I said, "Yep." And she's like, "Which one did you do?" She said, "Did you do the Miralax or the Suprep? And I said, Suprep. And she goes, oh, then I don't even have to ask if you're cleaned out. I know you're good and cleaned out. And I was like, thanks, lady.
Okay.
So I then told her, I was like, listen, and we're just sitting in an office right now. It's like 2 chairs and a desk between us.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to pass out when you put that IV in me. I'm just telling you, like, I'm going to pass out. So just letting you know.
It is
So
what
then
it is.
she walked me back, and I don't know if this is like, I know you've had colonoscopies in the past. I don't know if this is what it was like for you, but for me, it was like a giant hallway with these little like nooks. Like they weren't they weren't like hospital rooms or anything. They were like these little nooks that had a curtain in front of them.
Yes.
And then just like a bed in each one, a bed and a chair. But they were like little nooks, definitely not a hospital room, but like a little nook.
Yes.
And she put me in the nook and she's like, here you go. Here's your robe and your slippers or your socks, your grippy socks and your robe. Take your undies off. You can keep your bra on, whatever. And, so I did. And then the lady came in and was like, so I hear you're going to pass out. We're going to do everything we can to try to like help, blah, blah, blah. So she laid me down and then put it in. And I really almost passed out. Like, again, I almost passed out. The entire time that IV was in my arm, I was uncomfy. I was so uncomfortable the entire time. It's like knowing that something is piercing through my skin actively makes me want to vomit. Like, I know it's in there. I know it's a flexible tube, but
it doesn't help the situation.
Should not be holding my skin open. My skin should not. Like, I think
like
it's just like
it's passing into your bloodstream.
It's like a biological thing. Yeah.
Correct.
And then I had like scared myself. I watched like a video or something about IVs like a couple days before.
Oh my gosh.
And it was talking about how like air bubbles that get into the IV is really bad.
Yes.
And she put it in and then she's hooking me up to these fluids and there's air bubbles shooting up into me. And I was like, I'm gonna die.
I've seen the same videos. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I didn't die, but anyway, she put she like laid me flat on my back to put the IV in and it was fine. It went in. I didn't pass out. I stared at the ceiling at like, you know, those like a sprinkler head that they would have in like a school. It's just like kind of like a metal, like,
like it's just a little white spigot or silver spigot.
Yeah. It's a silver, like metal head thing. It's like a sprinkler, whatever. And so I just stared at that thing. I like, we became besties.
Like those little water wheel looking ones, right?
I stared at that thing.
Okay.
And, and didn't pass out. And then this lady has the audacity to be like, okay, well, if you need anything, let me know.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. She's like, your little call button's right here. And I go, well, how long am I going to be laying here? What? I'm just in my little nook room. I'm like, how long am I going to be laying here? What? And with this IV in my arm, which was freaking me out. Like it was freaking me out. And I was like, well, how long am I going to be laying here with this? I didn't have my phone. I didn't have anything. And she's like, probably like 10, 15, 20 minutes. And I was like, I don't even have my phone. And I'm not going to ask her to get me my phone. But now I just have to stare at the sprinkler head for 20 minutes while I think about the IV in my arm. And I did. And then they rolled me back into the room. They rolled my entire bed back into the room. And I felt so silly. Like, I'm a perfectly capable, walking, healthy human being, and I'm being wheeled through the halls of this facility on a hospital bed, flat on my back with grippy socks on. And I was like, this feels so wrong. Like, I could just walk back there. Like, just let me walk because I feel weird right now. So I walked back. No, I did not. I rolled back.
Yep. You got rolled. You didn't roll back. They rolled you back.
Yeah. I get rolled into like another hallway that looks similar to the one that I was just in. That was room after room after room of like procedure rooms. Yeah. They're not like operating rooms, but they're like procedure rooms.
Yes.
And I get rolled into this like dark room that just is every inch of the walls was covered in TVs, like all TVs. And I go in there. And the anesthesiologist is in there who I had already met. And then there were 2 nurses in there who I hadn't met yet, but they were in there. So the anesthesiologist is the one who rolled me in. So then it was me and 3 ladies in there. And the doctor, he hadn't come in yet. And we're laying there. They hook me up. I've got the like heart rate stickers here. I've got a blood pressure cuff here. I've got a heart rate monitor clamp on my finger. The IV's in my arm. So I've got like just things all over my body. Oxygen in my nose.
Yep.
And the lady goes, okay, we're going to have you roll over onto your side. I was like, great. So I like hurl all my cords over and I'm on my side and we're just sitting there and somebody was like, I was like, so how many do you have today? Blah, blah, blah. Just making small talk.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, oh, well, it's Friday. So, you know, usually we have like 14 a day, but today we only have 7 because it's a half day, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, nice. And I was like, yeah, I usually take Fridays off. And so that's why, you know, I'm doing it on a Friday.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, what do you do for work? And so then I'm laying there on my side, butthole ready to be probed.
Scoped. Yep.
And all these tubes hooked up to me, oxygen in my nose. And I have to explain to these ladies what Twitch is.
Yes.
And what I do for work. And I was really just talking to the anesthesiologist because she was the only one. The nurse behind me wasn't talking. And then the nurse kind of like in front of me was on the computer. And I like get through the whole, this is what I do. It's weird. Yeah. And the one nurse turns around from the computer and goes, my husband would really like that. He would really like to have that job.
I'm sure he would love it.
Cool.
I'm sure he would.
He'd like games. Naked. So then doctor comes in and he's like, okay, we're ready to go. And the anesthesiologist literally within 3 seconds, she was just like, she's like, okay, time for your nap. And then she just immediately shoots the stuff into my arm.
Yeah.
And I felt this weird burning. Like I've been put under I've had surgery before, like where I've had to go under anesthesia, but it's been a lot of years.
Yeah.
And so like she injected it and I felt this burning like in my throat.
Yes.
Which I felt was weird.
Yes.
It was like I wasn't I'm sure I know it's normal.
It just
but
caught you off guard.
That's not where I was expecting to like feel burning, was like the back of my like throat. I just felt this like weird burning down my throat and then gone. Like from the time that she was like, time for your nap to feeling like she said, time for your nap, no less than 7 seconds later, I felt the burning in my throat. No less than 5 seconds later, I was gone.
Crazy.
Then I woke up back in one of the little original nooks.
Yep.
And the first thing I remember was my husband walking through the curtain.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, hi.
Hello.
So it was fine.
Yeah.
I let out my original toot.
Yep.
Before my husband even came in. It was
I'm so mad I missed it.
It was silent. It was silent. It wasn't like even satisfying. It was like just like a gush of air, completely silent.
Fair.
And then when he was in the room, I did toot another time and it was a louder one. And he yelled at me and said, you were supposed to warn me so I could get my phone out for Mandy. And I said, I didn't know. Sorry. But he yelled at me for not warning.
I did text him while you were back there. And I said, how do you think she's doing? I kind of miss her because I can't text her right now. And I said, will you make sure you get the toot on camera?
Yeah, he was
like, I will do my best. That's all he said. And I was like, whatever.
So it was fine. Doctor came in and said, you're fine. Everything's fine. We want you back in 5 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing. It's preventative, right?
Yeah. Wow. And it really wasn't that bad. So I didn't feel good. I had that like weird dizzy spell 2 weeks ago where I had that day, not dizzy spell. I mean, it was like a really bad day of severe vertigo.
Yeah.
I had that day of like feeling like absolute garbage. It was like a Wednesday and Thursday, like 2 weeks ago, the week we didn't do the podcast. Like I felt so nasty. And then, but I said to my husband, I was like, you know what? If I had to go back and do one of those days, either like the vertigo day and a half or the colonoscopy day and a half, I would 1,000% do the colonoscopy again over the vertigo.
100%. Like feeling sick like that degree.
I felt so gross. Those like 36 hours and like 1,000%. Like colonoscopy, I'm not even mad that I have to do it in 5 years. Like fine. Like it wasn't that bad.
It's more of like a convenience thing, honestly. It's just like no one wants to sit and poop all night. It's
Mm-mm.
just like it's not fun, but like feeling sick,
Yeah,
absolutely not.
it
But
was
like
way worse.
so I have a question and I'm wondering how was the bidet?
The bidet was good. I think
Yeah.
so. I didn't have any issues with, like,
Okay.
a lot of people say, like, the biggest issue they have is just how, like, chapped their booty gets
Yeah.
from having to wipe so much,
Yeah.
and I really did I think I did a good balance of, like, bidet, wet wipes, and regular toilet paper, but when I used regular toilet paper, listen, this is TMI, but, like, you're having
Dying.
diarrhea, right?
Like it's wet.
It's wet, so you don't have to, like, push and wipe, you just go
Right.
tap, tap, tap.
Right.
You just, like, dab it. And so I was fine. And I think people just, like, too aggressively,
Oh my
like,
god.
clean. I don't know. Not that I wasn't clean, but, like, the mixture of, like, bidet, wet wipes, dry toilet
You were
paper,
clean,
dabbing,
girl.
I was
Yeah,
fine. So,
totally.
I think, like, having a combination of the 3 was great.
Absolutely. I think keeping it like moist, like the moisture between the bidet and the
Yeah,
wet wipes, I think that's like the game changer right there.
yeah,
So I'm glad you installed it and did
yeah.
that.
So for
Um,
anyone with anyone recommendation, I would say definitely get yourself like $100 bidet off of
mhm,
Amazon if you don't already have one. That's mine was like $120, I think.
mhm,
Get yourself a pack of wet wipes from Costco. You
mhm.
only need one package, just the regular grocery store,
Right.
and regular TP. Soft.
And
Charmin Ultra Soft. Is that what I use?
bouillon
Chicken bouillon.
and chicken, a pack of chicken bouillon
Yeah.
cubes to go
What do
with
I
it.
use? Charmin All Soft? No, Ultra Soft?
Ultra soft, right?
I don't know.
I think
Charmin
Charmin's the
something soft.
one that's like the
Sha
nice
sha sha.
Charmin. I
Charmin
think
Ultra
that's the good
Soft.
one
Yeah.
from Costco, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few things that I splurge on, and it's, toilet paper's one of
Toilet
them.
paper.
Mhm.
Toilet paper and paper towel are things where it's like brand name every time.
See, I don't. I do Costco paper towel.
Do you?
Mhm.
I don't. I use a lot of paper towel. I have a messy child that I scrub a lot of junk
Yeah,
with. And so I have to have some good heavy, like I can't have paper towel tearing on me.
I
I need
get that.
heavy duty for crayons and like junk where it shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yeah, I do name brand toilet paper,
Uh-huh.
but I do Costco paper towel.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Well, you know what, Teddy? I'm
But
really glad that
I also
what?
do, like, Tide laundry soap. I don't go to, like, Costco. Like, I get Tide.
Oh, um, I don't even know what I use. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I bought laundry detergent. I don't go to Costco. I despise Costco.
I don't like it
So
either, but
I make my husband go. He goes with our daughter. I make those two go every week together. That's their daddy daughter thing, and I do not go. They do like their little round. They do that. They go to the food court and they have their time. So I don't remember the last time I bought laundry
the
detergent. They buy
family,
it
you guys
there.
buy it from Costco.
Yes, he buys it
Yeah.
there,
Is it an
and that's
orange
it.
bottle, a white bottle?
White. I
Okay.
think it's whatever they tell you to have like or get when you're having a baby, like
Like
after the baby,
yeah.
like clean and clear, free and clear,
Yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah. I
That's
think it's
what we
probably, like,
use.
Tide Free and Clear or something.
Yeah, and I don't like the smell of
Free
laundry
and Gentle,
detergent.
maybe? Free and Gentle.
What? All a brand, all free,
Oh, do
all
you
free
use
and clear.
all?
I think it's all free and clear
All
maybe.
Free and Clear.
Is it a white bottle?
Oh, there's
A
also
big white
that, yeah.
tub?
There's
It could be
Tide
that.
Free and Gentle, which is a white bottle, and All Free and Clear, which is
Couldn't
also a
tell you.
white bottle.
I have no idea which one we use, whatever is at Costco that my husband buys. I just don't like the smell of a lot of laundry detergents. Like
Mhm.
my brother and sister-in-law use a specific detergent that has such a strong odor to it where it's like I know like the smell of their blankets and I know the smell of their home because of their detergent, and for some reason I just can't do it. It like gives me a headache. So we have to use something that's like limited on the scent, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. I just don't use anything like, my Tide definitely doesn't have a scent.
Mhm.
It's just like the Tide, regular Tide. We don't get it, like, scented, and then I
Yeah.
stopped using fabric softener years ago.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't have any scent in mine
I've
either.
never used that stuff either. I don't know.
Fabric softener?
No, just the little sheets that you
Oh,
throw in the
dryer sheets.
dryer
Yeah,
at
I
the
don't
end.
use
Yeah.
those either.
I use those because I thought they were for static. And so my mom always told me I had to use them or else I'd be staticky and shocking everything I touch.
See, you're fine. I don't use
Is that
them,
all
and
just a lie?
I've
I thought
never
they were
staticky.
static guards. What am I using them for then? I thought they were
I
static
don't know.
guards. Serious?
I
For
know. I
real?
don't use them. I throw my stuff right in the dryer and dry it with no
What are dryer
like,
sheets?
there's like
What are
dryer
what's the purpose?
there's like dryer balls, like people use like wool balls sometimes.
Yes. Okay, so it does a little bit of static stuff, but it's also softener, right? That makes sense. And leaves a fragrance. Interesting. Whatever. I use them and they are not scented, but they smell like laundry, I guess.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't think about it.
I mean, listen, if you like them, you like them.
Yeah, but that's weird. Is it? I should try doing it without it because it's to the point where like when I'm putting clothes in the dryer and I start the dryer and I forget to put one of the dryer sheets in there, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be staticky. Like I'm gonna have static.
I never use
and
them.
I think
never
about
have
it.
Static.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I'm gonna be
Okay, well,
staticky.
I'm gonna shock everything. I hate shocking stuff. You know what? My grocery store, there's certain times of year where my grocery store is so dry. And I'm talking every time you open a freezer or like a refrigerated door, you are getting a massive shock. And it ruins my trip to the grocery store every time that happens. And so I get scared. I have to wear long sleeves so I can grab the handles with the sleeve on because it hurts so bad and it's everything you touch. So I don't know. Maybe that's just a conspiracy in my head. But anyways, Teddy, I'm so glad it went well. And I'm glad it's just over with. Done, over with. Preventative medicine. That's so good for you. So I'm glad that you did it. And I'm glad that we got, good, clear news and are just back to normalcy this week.
Back to normal.
Fantastic. Literally the best kind of news, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. So while you were getting your scope done, let's think. While you were getting scoped, what did I do this past week? I didn't really do much. We had all of our birthday celebrations for my daughter. I'm pizzaed out. We've been eating pizza every single day and I'm over it. We had it again today and probably 5 out of 7 nights we've had pizza parties. So I'm done.
Cow.
I know my daughter loves pizza. We've seen like different groups of people and celebrated. So whatever. Parties were fun. We had our Chuck E. Cheese bash this weekend, which was it was perfect for what it was. It was like a 10 a.m. party. It was over by noon.
Fab.
You wake up, you have a party. My daughter's terrified of Chuck E. Cheese, like the mouse comes out. She did not like him.
You sent me a video of her like absolutely shrieking.
Terrified.
And then you pointed over to Chucky so I could see Chucky. And I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be scarier than it was.
It wasn't that scary. Like he's not attractive. It's not like a cute mouse. He's not cute. But what's interesting is it changes every time. It's just whichever like worker is available becomes Chucky. So the first one is what I sent you. The second one, maybe like an hour later, was Chunky Cheese. He was big Chucky Cheese. Chucky ate a lot of pizza between his parties. Yeah. So it was funny because they changed every time. But you know what? It was perfect. The kids played. I got to just kind of meander around. Food was good. They got good stuff there. And then it was done. It was over with. Good. So that was a win. Now, in the middle of all of this, so we all know that I've been on this like Pokemon card kick. So my algorithms everywhere have turned into Pokemon cards.
Okay.
So the morning of the birthday party, I like live on Facebook Marketplace. Like it's the first thing I check on my phone in the morning, and I check
what
it
are you
probably
checking for?
Updated things on Marketplace.
What are updated things?
Like I just refresh my page and like it's an algorithm. It knows what I like. And so it shows me like things that it thinks I'm going to like. And I have like saved searches going. And so it'll show me stuff that it recommends. So like it'll be Pokemon stuff now. Like I'm getting Pokemon cards up the wazoo. It shows me furniture. It shows me whatever anything I've searched for, it's showing me stuff like that. And so it's like such a tailored shopping experience that I'm addicted to it and I check it every morning throughout the day. I get notifications if something that is like similar or in my saved search, if something's listed or updated, I get notified about it. And then I check it before bed. And I message people immediately. If I see something I like and it's a good price, like I'm all over it. I'm really good with Marketplace and telling like a good profile from a bad profile and a trustworthy person and a not trustworthy person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very good at that. I know how to like, what is it? Cross my T's, dot my I's. So there was go ahead.
When you are like sending messages to people, how do you I think I've only bought like 1 or 2 things on Facebook Marketplace ever, but it was like, "Hi, is this still available?" is like the default message.
Yes.
Like, what do you make your message? Like, do you change it?
Every time.
Yeah.
So here's my problem is my scrolling thumb is my right thumb. And that like default message, "Hi, is this still available?" ? has a send button right where your thumb clicks to scroll. And so anytime like I'm not paying attention enough, I accidentally hit that send message. And there have been hundreds of times where I send messages not knowing, saying, "Hi, is this available?" to something I don't want. Swear it happens at least once a day.
Oh
and
my
so that's
gosh.
why like I feel bad because in postings, it probably happens to a lot of people because people will say, if this is still posted, it is available. Do not message me. "Hi, is this still available?" And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
do you
They're like, "I'll
realize
take
it's
it down if it's not
accidental?
available anymore."
Like this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
accidental. I don't mean to do this. So anyways, I always customize the message. So if it's something I'm really excited about, I personalize it. I'm like, "Hey, so-and-so, like I absolutely love this. I've been looking for it for XYZ. Is it still available? I can come pick up today whenever you're free." And I'm like to the point, like, let's get this done. And I just move on. I try to make life easy. And I actually had someone probably like a month ago when I went to pick something up from her. She said, "I replied to you. I got so many messages and I replied to you and picked you to get this because you used a full sentence and said hi." And you were like,
what was it? I feel like you told me about
it was
this.
a patio set. It was like 2 chairs and a table for my patio.
Oh, maybe I didn't.
And no, but she was like, there were so many people who messaged me and I picked you because you actually said like, "Hi, I'm interested. Like, can I come pick this up? Blah, blah, blah." And I said something to her instead of being like interested.
Well, you gave her like an, "I want this. When can I be
Right.
there?" instead of like asking additional questions. So
Right.
you didn't like give her additional work.
I communicated, right. And she was like, "I appreciated that you just like used sentences and reached out to me." I was like, "Thank you." So I try to do that every single time. And I show interest and I tell them like what I want it for. I don't know. I'm a good shopper. And I kind of know it's almost like a mind trick sometimes. If you really want something, you have to show it, right? So this
I think
go ahead.
sometimes I agree and sometimes I don't, because then if like you really want it and they know you really want it,
Yeah.
then there's no way they're going to go down in price, because they're like, "Okay, well, she really wants this. Like, she'll
Right.
pay full price for it." Whereas like if you're like, "Hey, I've been looking at this, trying to decide if this is like a good fit for me. Would you be willing to take it for like $20 less?
Yeah.
I can come pick it up today." But if you
Right.
like, so I feel like there's a balance. Like, yeah, it's good to show you really want it sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's like a super competitive thing that like they definitely aren't going to go down in price.
Yeah.
But like if you can get a lower price, sometimes you don't want to show that you're super interested, because then they're going to be like, "Well."
See, I go the opposite. I'm like, they know I'm interested, so they're going to do it for me. Because like this lady for the patio furniture, I said, "I want this. I can pick it up. Would you take this amount for it?" And it was $20 less than what she had listed it for. And she said, "Yep, no problem."
Yeah, I feel like asking right ahead. Like, if
Right.
you're
I was like,
asking,
"Will you
in the
take this
same
amount?"
message. Yeah.
Right. And I don't know. I feel like when I'm looking for something, I have a general idea in my head of like what I want to pay. And I've done my research where I know how much I should pay for something. So it's like if I see someone listing something for too much and I know they're just trying to make a lot of money off something that may not actually be worth that much or doesn't typically sell for that much, I won't even bother with it. Like I usually just look for a good deal and go for it. So this lady, I saw this gal on, okay, with Pokemon cards are a great example on Marketplace. A lot of people post them crazy prices, like so high it's laughable. And you can tell because people are using like laughing face emojis on their listings.
I feel like I feel like Facebook for Pokemon cards has to be like one of three things. One,
Uh-huh.
it's people who like know the value of cards and are pricing them like probably
Yes.
appropriately or a little bit over market price.
Right. Yep.
Two, people who are super unfamiliar with Pokemon cards take a picture of like a box full and say like, got this whole box, I'll give it to someone for $20.
Yes. Yes.
Or three, it's someone who found their kids' Pokemon cards, know that they're worth something, and are like, I'll give you this whole box of Pokemon cards for $500.
Correct.
So I feel like it's like one of three things where it's like someone who doesn't know what they have, someone who thinks that what they have is worth way more than it actually is, and then probably like the occasional person who actually knows the worth of like of something individually.
Right. And that's very true. There's also a lot of like the scalpers on there who go and buy out products and then try to resell it for way wild amounts. And so this lady, this is why I reached out to her. So most of them have been like fitting one specific category. They're like, everyone seems to be a scalper. That's what I just see these people as because the cards are way overpriced. And a lot of them use like TCG Player or these websites that will say a value of the card, but they're not paying attention to like, is it holographic? Is it heavily played? Is it graded or whatever? And they're just going based off the first thing that they see.
I feel like, does TCG2, does it give you like a range?
It
does. It's like low end, high end.
It says like when the card, this specific card that most recently sold was XYZ. Here's average market price. So that I really like for finding the right
to your point, there's like different rated cards. There's holographic cards. There's cards that have been well loved. There's
like
cards that are brand new,
lightly played, or like near mint cards, mint condition. So it all depends. And I always laugh because I kind of have gotten my grips on that. So I see this lady. She's an older woman and she lives like in a town that I'm familiar with, probably like 20, 30 minutes away from here. And I was like, she probably is just selling these because she found them, grouped them together, and is selling them because they're really well priced. It was like $2 for original cards per card, like listed separately. And I was like, okay, she's an older woman. Like maybe she's selling. And all of her listings said like from a personal collection, like haven't been played with, just selling them. We obviously don't use them. They've been in a binder and we're just getting rid of them. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to buy these. So I sent her a message and I was like, hey, I'm interested in a lot of your cards you listed. She's like, send me a list. I'll set them aside for you. And I told her, like, I have my daughter's birthday party today. I can't pick them up, but you know what? We can figure it out. Here's my list. I spent like 45 minutes that morning putting together a list of all the cards I wanted. She said, great. I got them all set aside. Here's your total. And I was like, perfect. And she asked me, like, when do you want to meet up? And I was like, let's meet up tomorrow morning, whatever. That works great for me. And so we planned a time. We planned a place for like 11 a.m. We're going to meet at this place. She gave me what kind of car she drives. And I don't tell anyone like what car I drive or anything because I don't want them to know until I show up. So I was like, cool, see you then. I'll message you in the morning. So I get my cash, get in the car, and I messaged her in the morning. And I was like, hey, I'm leaving. I'll be there around same time. And she said, perfect. Like, see you then. Send me a message when you're close. And I was like, okay, cool. So I messaged her when I'm 10 minutes away. And I was like, 10 minutes away. And she said, she replies back to me with an address. And I was like, I thought we were meeting at, it was like a public place, like a shopping plaza. And I was like, I thought we were meeting there. And I get a message back saying, oh, yeah, you know, I'm not sure really right now. And I was like,
I'm not sure what.
And I was like, I can come. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, we've been talking about this for 24 hours. What do you mean? And so at this point, I'm like,
it's like
what?
Something you're excited about. And you're like excited to get the stuff. And so I would be in that situation like, man, I'm uncomfortable, but like, I kind of want to go because I want this stuff.
Right. And so here's what I said. I'm trying to think of in my head, there was something else. Oh, so I should backtrack. Before this all got started, we're communicating great. She's wonderful up until this point. Her reviews are 4.6 stars out of 5, which I consider really bad for Facebook Marketplace. That's bad. She had 51 reviews, 4.6 star total. That's bad to me. It's very easy to be a 5-star seller. I feel like it's not that hard to do a good job. I get it here and there, right? 4.6 is really bad. Job. On Marketplace, it's like message someone. So I have high standards on Marketplace apparently. Oh, so I looked at all the reviews and recent ones have been fine, saying she messages a lot, but otherwise great. And I'm like, that's perfect. I have no problem with that. So nothing, like I'm at this point, I'm a little apprehensive, but like not, like it's not stopping me. So anyways, I get that message of this address and I was like, I thought we were meeting at this place. Like you told me you drive this car, blah, blah, blah. I didn't say that, but I was like, I mean, I'm on my way to that place. Do you want me to come to your house? Like, I'll grab them for your mailbox if you want. If you want to throw them in the mailbox, like, I'm totally fine with that. I sent her a picture of the cash, like in my hand, exact change. I was like, I have the cash. I'll leave this just so she had proof that I wasn't trying to like take them and run.
Take them, yeah.
Right.
But like you were also not wanting to like knock on her door.
Right. I was like, I will never go knock on someone's door for market. Absolutely not. Like my ideal situation is in public or you leave it on the porch and I leave you cash somewhere. That's the only way I'll do it. I'm not going into someone's house to grab something.
Yeah.
And so I get a message back saying, oh, I'm not sure. Like I might be okay with that. Let me ask so-and-so what they say. And I'm like, I thought I was talking to so-and-so. Who am I talking to if I'm not talking to so-and-so? Because they were saying the person whose name this thing was on. And I was like, it's probably her husband or something. But I was like, this is weird. And so I was like, okay, like I'm totally fine putting them in the mailbox. Like I can do that. Like if you want to put them in the mailbox. And they said, yeah, I think that's okay. Like, let me just talk to them. And I was like, okay. And so I was like, I'm just going to drive there and grab them from the mailbox because they said it's fine, whatever.
Was it far from like the shopping plaza that you were supposed to be
5 minutes further.
Okay.
It was 5 minutes further down the road. I was like, I'm just going to drive by, whatever.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm kind of like, I'm not feeling, oh no, I got another message saying, I'm not sure if you do card shows, but I was thinking you could come in and look at other cards. I have a lot of duplicates if you wanted to look through them all. And I was like, no, thank you. I already know exactly which cards these aren't to be sold. These are for my personal collection. Like I told you yesterday when I messaged you, that these were just going to go straight into my own binder. Like I'm not interested in reselling them. But thank you so much for offering. And like, I'm good with it being in the mailbox. I'll just leave the cash.
You said this is like an older lady.
Yes.
Okay.
Older woman, like old lady name, old woman, like picture, all of her Facebook profile pictures were dogs and like old lady profile pictures.
Yeah.
Grandkids, whatever. And I was like, whatever. And so I'm driving
asking if you're doing like card shows was weird.
Yes. And so at this point, red flags. My mind is like, what the heck is going on? So as I'm about 2 minutes away, I pass a cop and I was like, should I ask them to follow me? Like, should I ask them to come with? Seriously, they're sitting in a parking lot. Should I go ask them to follow me to this house? I didn't, but I was like, it's good that they're there. So I get to the road and I turn down it. It's a dirt road to get to their driveway. And I was like, all right, whatever. We're going down the dirt road. And then as I'm getting closer to their driveway, I see a mailbox that is half tipped over, wide open, mail spilling out of it, rusted, nails sticking out of it, swamp going through their driveway. I'm talking like it had rained a lot, but it flooded, a massive flood across their whole driveway. You can't even see a house anywhere near this thing. You have to drive through a woods and through brush and bushes and mess. I can't even see the house. And I looked at it and I said, there is no way that I am driving to this house. I was like, there is 0% chance.
Like, abducted.
I would have I don't know what would have happened, but I was like, I'm not getting what if there's a big pothole and my car gets stuck here and then I'm stuck at their house because I tried going through this puddle. 2, if something happens to me in that house, I can't wiggle my way through this zigzag driveway and get out of there fast. And 3, this mailbox is exploding and hasn't been touched in who knows how long. If they had left the cards for me in there, they are probably dirty as heck and I dislike them because I would have felt grimy about them. So I scooted and boogied my way out of there and I said, nope, I do not want these cards. I went to Marketplace and I blocked them, never said another word. I just hit block and I left and I went shopping downtown.
Really? Okay. So you didn't reply?
Didn't say a word. Blocked.
You were like, on my way, and then just blocked them.
Blocked them. Immediately
I don't
blocked.
blame you.
I never told them that I was going to their house. We left it off as me saying I was good with picking them up from their mailbox. And they said, sounds good, like whatever, kind of up in the air. They never got back to me on it. So I was like, you know what? Block,
I'm just going to go and see.
Done.
Yeah.
And I went to see. Didn't see any people, didn't see anything. And I made it very clear what my intentions were from the start, that I wasn't reselling. I just wanted them for my collection because I send those really personal first messages. I try to build that connection. So that was like my first really bad marketplace experience. And I'm really proud of
I
myself.
kind of want you to send me the lady so I can try to see if I can find if like she has the cards listed still.
Right? I should. I will. I'll try to. Let me see.
Because I obviously won't have her blocked.
So I'm just like, I'm kind of blown away by it because I'm really good at Marketplace, and I'm almost wondering, like, should I have reported them? Should I have like gone back to that cop and been like, there was this really weird situation, like maybe go do a wellness check on this house because I almost just got lured there for Pokemon cards.
The whole like you thinking you were talking to one person and then having it be like, let me check with her. It's like, well, who the heck am I talking to?
Right. Let me see. My conversation with them is gone because I like hardcore blocked them. Yeah. And wiped them from existence. But I'll find it and I'll send it to you. Because it's probably still on there somewhere. I remember her first name at least, so I'll send it to you later.
Okay.
But it was just weird because I love Marketplace, but I'm proud of myself for being like, one, it's not that important. They were none of my dream cards. They were honestly random ones that were like $1 or $2. So I was like, sure, I'll take a bunch of them. So it's nothing I was upset about, but I'm proud of myself. And I called my husband and I was like, I'm really proud, but that was just really weird. But I'm really happy that I said no to it, I guess. So I went to like some antique shops in town that I love that were like in the area. That's why I knew I felt safe going there because I love shopping there. And so I was like, I'll just go to the antique stores. And I found some Pokemon cards at the antique store. So it was like win-win, you know, whatever. But yeah, it was just such an odd experience. It was just weird. It just reminds you to like be on your toes, be smart.
Yeah.
Trust your gut. The internet can be really scary even when it comes to Pokemon cards. It's not all sweet and cardboard out there.
1,000%.
Sometimes there's some slime behind that cardboard. So that was my weekend, Teddy. That was my big story.
Listen, you win some, you lose some.
And I'm safe. And that's a big win, you know? That's what I'll take. So
yeah. Okay, I have a question for you. So I am going to a bachelorette party.
Yes.
Not this weekend, but next weekend. And I only know one person. I know the bride.
Oh, God.
And I know no one else.
Okay.
Not a soul. It's not far from where I live. It's like driving distance from where I live. It's only like an hour and a half. So that's great. Yeah. And it's like I've got the itinerary and we're not even going out at night. Not a single night.
Gorgeous.
Like, her mom's coming. I don't know any of the girls going. I don't know any of them. I've never met a single one of them. However, it's the theme is like camp. It's like camp. It's like a Parent Trap, like just like camp.
Cute. Yeah. Cozy.
And it's up in the mountains, and so it'll be fine. And we're like going to breweries, and I'll find something to drink. I don't know. Whatever. It's gonna be fine.
Cider.
But yeah. It's going to be fine. I don't know anyone. It's going to be fine. But we're doing a white elephant book exchange.
Oh.
Where you like take a book, wrap it, and then you do like a white elephant with the books.
Okay.
And so I texted my friend who and I don't know if you know who I'm talking about.
I think I know who you're talking. I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Like one of your roommates. Yes.
Yeah.
I know you're getting married in a couple months.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes, it's her bachelorette party. She's getting married in a couple months.
Okay. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, I texted her and I said, okay, I read spicy books. So I don't know. And I've already seen from like the group chat, the the bachelorette party group chat that there's a handful of the girls don't read at all.
Fair.
And I only read spicy books.
Right.
And so I said to her, listen here, I only read spicy books, really. And
like what's allowed?
Your mom's going to be there. So like, I can't bring a spicy book. And she goes, oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can bring a spicy book, even though my mom's there. And so I was like, okay. So I picked up a book, and I don't know if this is the one that I want to take or not. Okay. But I'm like, okay. So like any dark romance, like Lights Out. Aliens. Out. Like
why?
I can't take Lights Out.
Sure, like, you can.
In my head, I'm like,
introduce people.
I want to take something spicy, but not something like like
dark.
Lights Out or Aliens.
Well, I mean, maybe that'll unlock something for them. I don't know. Maybe they'll be excited about it.
Just a group of people I've never met before, and it's like,
that's a perfect way to do
read
it.
My spicy alien book? So I bought Things We Never Got Over, which is that Lucy Score book.
Yeah.
Which is like the first in a series of 3 books.
Yeah.
And it's like light blue and it has daisies on the front.
Yes.
And it's very, I think, palatable. It's like humans.
Yes.
Who are seemingly normal, who have some spicy scenes. And it's like spicy, but it's like, I think like a very palatable, like normal spice. So I grabbed that book. And I don't know if like that's the one I want to go with or not.
Okay.
But I did pick it up at Barnes & Noble last weekend. And so I have it. But I just like, what would you take?
If it were me, I think that's a good idea. Absolutely. Because you want to do something.
I want to be true to myself and take something spicy.
Yes.
Like I was like, oh, I could take The Spell Shop. I could take that like historical fiction, like ancient Egypt one. But like that's so niche to something I like. The Spell Shop is like cutesy, but it's more like it feels more like teeny bopper. There's like, oh my gosh, they kissed, you know?
Right.
So like that one feels more teen, and then the like historical fiction romance is more like, I think just niche to like my interests. So
I think the one you got is perfect. I also feel like throwing Lights Out at them is like the perfect bachelorette
So I should just take 2.
I think you should.
Should I get Lights Out and wrap it and put it in like black wrapping paper?
Yes.
And say put like open if you dare.
Yes. Like put like a chili pepper on it and just just let someone grab it, and that's just what they get, because like whatever. I would do that. I feel like another safe bet similar to Lucy's Score, especially knowing some people don't read often, like maybe they want an easy read, the Cinnamon Bun Bookshop or like series, like whatever the first one is there.
I haven't
probably
read
be
any
good.
of those. I think that's why I didn't grab like I think I didn't.
They're
I just
easy.
haven't read them, so that's why I was like,
Yeah, I think for me that's what I would have grabbed, because you're right. Like I wouldn't bring Caraval because it's very teeny bopper and it might bore some people. Yeah, but I think like bringing Lights Out would be the perfect thing to bring for a bachelorette party, and also bringing a safe option. Like you could do 2 for 1 and be like, well,
or I could just bring. I could bring both.
Yeah,
feel out the group.
Yes,
and see if anyone's like. Raunchy.
Just leave it like under the tree or whatever you do. And who brought that? Oh my gosh. What's that about?
Wasn't me.
Bring like the whole series and just wrap it in a box.
Mm-hmm. I've only read the first one. I haven't read any of the other Lights Out books.
Well, I'm halfway through the first one. I still haven't finished it. It's still on my nightstand. Like it's been sitting next to my bed since October collecting dust. But I haven't opened it. I know, I do. I think that's I think what you have is good and safe. I think it's really good. I think Lights Out would be funny just to see like if people know.
I think it's because I don't know these people that it's like if it was a group of people that I knew, I would be like, oh, of course. Like I'd be bringing like the spiciest, weirdest, like what? You read
But that's why it's like fun if they don't know you. Who cares? But at the same time, like then it's a really good way to get a read on the room to see like who reacts or who's like, oh my gosh, haha, you read it, you like that, ha ha ha. Like I know what you like, and kind of laugh about it. So I think that's perfect. I'm glad that's just like such a fun, unique activity for it.
It'll be fun.
And like in the mountains too. What if you guys
hope someone
do like a little reading
spicy
day?
book so that I can get a book I want to read.
Yeah. But also have someone who you're like, yes, we get it. We get this. That's so fun. Honestly, I love that idea. That'll be a good time.
So that'll be fun. Okay. So aside from that, I told you at the beginning of the podcast that I have had somewhat of a normal week, and I have. And I think proof of that is the fact that I have been back at the movies this week, and it's been so good. So
what
I
have we seen?
3 movies.
3.
I saw 3. I saw The Drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya.
Okay.
My husband went with me to that one, and it was good.
I want to see that. What do we think about it?
I think you would like it. I do.
Okay.
I think you would
Okay.
like it. I think you should go see it. If you wanna do, like, a little, like, solo date, I think you would like
Uh-huh.
that one.
Okay. Good to
It
know.
was good. My husband went with me, and he liked it too. It
Mhm.
was, it was one of those movies that, like, does, I think, a really good job at getting you emotionally invested, and,
Mhm.
like, they do a really good job at getting you to feel certain things, to, like,
Mm.
feel anxious, to feel uncomfortable, to feel nervous, to feel happy or
Uh-huh.
upset, or, like, this, like, pit in your stomach. I don't know. It was just one of those movies that I think did a really good job at making you feel.
Okay.
So, even though, like, the stakes maybe weren't the highest stakes, it wasn't
Uh-huh.
life or death, it was, you still just felt this, like, you felt, like,
You had a
really
connection to it, yeah.
invested in it. Yeah, and, like, it
Mhm.
made you feel. So I think it was really good.
Okay.
We really liked that. My husband and I had a good conversation about it on the way home. So we went and saw that, and
Okay.
then I think it was the next day, we saw the drama on the day of my colonoscopy, so the night of the colonoscopy. So Friday night.
Quick turner Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
It
Wait.
was after.
Yes. Quick
Mhm.
turnaround. All
Well, my
right.
colonoscopy was at, like, 9 AM,
Yeah,
and
but
we went
from
to, like, an
going
8 PM movie or something.
nonstop pooping.
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, but I had the colonoscopy, was home, didn't have to go
Uh-huh.
anymore, ate breakfast, took a good, like, 4-hour nap that
Oh,
afternoon,
good.
had
Good.
dinner, we were good. So,
What a good
anyway,
end to the day.
went and saw that on Friday. Saturday, my husband was busy doing whatever he does, and I went to the movies by myself and
Okay.
saw You, Me, and Tuscany.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's with the guy from Bridgerton,
Bridgerton.
right?
Yep. So
Okay.
that's Halle Berry
Uh-huh.
and Jean Rege
Jean whatever.
Paul. I don't know.
Jean left Bridgerton, Paul.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it was with those 2. That was one of the cheesiest movies I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Really?
I kid you not. So I was on my way to the movie, and my mom called me, and so I just, like, yapped with my mom on the phone when I was driving
Uh-huh.
to the movie theater, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to see the movies. I'm going to the movies by myself." She was like, "Oh, what are you going to see?" And I told her, and she was like, "Oh, I saw that. It was really cheesy." And I was like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, it was very
Great.
Hallmark. Your grandpa
Mm.
would have liked it."
Oh.
Because Papa liked
Yeah.
Hallmark movies. He
Okay.
just liked how predictable they were.
Okay.
So she's
Fair.
like, "Yeah, Papa would have really liked it." And I was like, "Okay." So I knew going in that it was gonna be cheesy. It was the cheesiest thing in the world. Like, it felt like a book that I would have read. Like, I wonder if it was
I
based
think
on a
it's
book.
based off a book, isn't it?
Is
That's what I was
it?
about to ask, 'cause I think it is. Correct me
Tuscany
if I'm wrong.
book and related literature.
Oh, let me see.
You, Me, in Italy? I don't know. Anyway, it really truly felt
Let's see.
like the kind of a book we would have read. Like, it's like a really, like, light, fluffy. It's the kind of book that I would have wrapped up and taken to this bachelorette party, White Elephant.
Yeah.
Like, truly. It was just so, like, fluffy and predictable and, like, but, like,
It's
good.
not based on a book.
It really feels like it is, though.
Okay. Interesting. For some reason I thought it was. Okay. But did you like it?
I did. So
Okay.
I will say it was so cheesy and so predictable but like really cute, and
Okay.
it was the kind of thing that, like, it was feel good, so you could, like, throw it on. It was like it was just a rom-com. It was one of
Okay.
those, like, rom-coms that, like, you can put on in the back, and, like, if you just want to, like, eat ice cream and sit and watch something
Cute. Okay.
and kind of, like, zone out. So, like, I think I will watch it again. Like,
Okay.
I really liked it. It
Mhm.
was so cheesy, but I liked it. So saw
Okay.
that. And then last night, my husband and I, we went out to dinner, and it was weird. He was like, he got home from work. He never wants to do things on the weeknights, but he got
Uh-huh.
home from work, and then he was like, "You want to go to a movie tonight?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Sure." So we went to an 8:30 showing.
Late.
Yeah. Of
Okay.
Michael. And we went and saw the new Michael Jackson movie.
How was that?
That was also really good.
Okay.
Really good. I know there's a lot of I'm not even gonna say, like, controversy, because I don't think it's necessarily controversy, but there's a lot of, like, differing opinions on the, I think, authenticity of the story.
Right.
So, like, the movie, it was, like, produced by, like, the Jackson family,
Yes.
and obviously Michael Jackson's nephew
Mhm.
acts as him, like, he portrays him. So it's like put on by the Jackson family. However, there are people like Michael Jackson's daughter, and I think like maybe even Janet Jackson, like his
Yeah.
sister. There's like people who want nothing to do with it and are like not involved at all. And
Right.
I think the message that I saw from like his daughter was just that like the story that's being told is like sugar coated. Like it was
Okay.
harder than the movie led it on to be. Like there was more
Okay.
bumps. It was harder and there was more messiness that the movie didn't show.
Okay.
Um so anyway, but I really liked it. I will say it
Okay.
only, and I did not expect this, but it started with like, and I don't want to spoil it, but it started with like him as a child and like the
Yeah.
rise of the Jackson 5,
Yes. Yep.
and then like like start an adventure into a solo artist, into like becoming a
Okay.
solo artist, and like how hard it was for him to like break away from his family and the
Right.
Jackson 5 to like
Right.
pursue his own solo career.
Right.
And then like kind of the rise of Michael becoming like the pop icon that he was, and then it ended. So it was like
Oh,
1966 to like 1991, and that was it. So like
interesting.
Michael Jackson died when we were in high school,
High
middle
school,
school.
because there was a movie about Michael Jackson that came out when we were in high school. So it might have been middle school,
Okay.
because I
So
know he had another
anyway,
movie.
yeah, he died well after obviously 1991, but the movie ended
Right.
at 91. So
Interesting.
like we didn't see, I know that like there's like a lot of his story that is post 1991 that I know is hard and troubling,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of heaviness
Yes.
in the later years
Right.
that was not shown in the movie at all.
Okay.
And again, I don't really know. I don't think I'm super familiar with what that all was. Like I know
Right.
there was trouble. I know that things
Yeah.
were not good, but
Mhm.
because we were so young, I don't really know what they were.
Right. Right.
You know,
It
like I know it wasn't good,
We
and I
were
know there
too
was like
young
legal
for that.
battles and
Right.
stuff, but I don't know what it was really. So, but I thought it was so good. And
Yeah.
the music is great. I think
Mhm.
I've I've always really had, I think, a good grasp on the um I don't know how to say this, like maybe just that like the icon that he is, and like
Yeah.
the influence that he has had on the music industry and
Yeah.
like dance and music and like pop
Mhm.
culture. Like he's had such a massive influence on the world.
Mhm.
And I think I always knew that. But, like, even just listening to the music, it's like, "Oh, I love that song. Oh, I love
Yeah.
that song." Like,
Right.
it was like a part of the movie was him, like, laying out the track list for the Thriller album,
Yeah.
and, like, he was, like, moving it around and trying to decide which song you want it to be, like, the lead single from the album, and then I'm like, "Ooh, I like that song. Billie
Yeah.
Jean. Ooh, I
Yeah.
like PYT." Like,
Yeah.
PYT is such a good song, like, and,
Right.
like, all the songs that he had on that
Yeah.
board, I was like, "Wait, I'm, like, so far removed from all of this," like, but, like, I still know every single one of those songs, and I
Right.
really like every one of those songs. Like,
Right.
a Michael Jackson song doesn't come on and I change it.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, it's like they're just like classics.
I'm, like,
So,
thinking of all of them in my head, like, "Okay, yeah.
yeah, so I think, my husband and I both laughed,
Look
and we were
these
like,
up."
"We need to get some Michael Jackson vinyls for our,
Yeah.
like, record player." And so, because I just feel like they'd be, like, good classics. Look up, like, the Thriller album. Just do, like, Thriller album. Wanna be starting
See, I
something.
looked at these and the whole first page, I don't
Like,
know. Let me see.
from the Thriller album?
No, not just in
Oh,
general.
look up, like,
Let
the
me
Thriller album. Like, Wanna Be
Michael.
Starting Something, Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, PYT.
Hang on, let me look at the overview. Do. Here we go. Thriller album. All right, so we've got 7 singles on there. Hang on, I'm scrolling through. So we've got Thriller, Wanna Be Starting Something. This is just not an easy list that I have here. Billie Jean. See, that's not like my favorite song. I've never been like a huge Michael Jackson fan. Like, I know his songs, but like I relate them to listening to him at like weddings or
Mhm.
here and there. Like, if I had to pick a
Yeah.
favorite, PYT, probably like my favorite, or some Jackson 5 songs.
Yeah. I think I'm the same. Like I never like put Michael Jackson music on. It's never I'm like, "Oh, I want to listen to some Michael Jackson," you know?
Yeah.
But it's like stuff that like yeah, you don't hear it on. Like you'll hear it in like a restaurant or like
At a
at a
wedding.
wedding or like but like you don't I'm like maybe occasionally on a like an older radio station that plays like 80s, 90s and now. 80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s and now, whatever it is. I don't know.
2000s and today.
Yeah, but like it's not yeah, it's not something that I would ever put on. But I think it just gave me like so much of it gave me so much appreciation for like one how good the music is, two the impact that it had, and I like feel some like FOMO for not having been like a fangirl at that time.
Yes.
Like
I
watching
get that.
some of like the recreations of like some of the concerts that he did and like how wild it was and how packed it was and just like people chasing him around, like it gives Taylor Swift with like how much people just loved him. And so I like have a FOMO for not having like been alive during that time to appreciate like being a part of like a fandom like that was like so powerful.
Listen, I completely understand. I relate it to Elton John's movie Rocket Man. Elton John was like, he's one of my husband's favorite singers. We listen to him quite often. My parents love him. And so that movie that came out, Rocket Man, watching that one, it totally makes you feel this like nostalgic sadness for something you weren't a part of that you wanted to. Like to be able to be one of his original fans or like see him perform live. It would just be cool. And it is awesome hearing like the biography of it and just understand the story of what became such like a big name that but you don't know the whole backstory of. And so I think like Prince or Elton John, all these people who have all these movies, like you think of the Beatles or all these old big names. I don't know. I could throw out 100 of them. Yeah. I got that same feeling with the Elton John movie. Yeah. Or who was it?
I haven't seen any of those other. This is like I think the first biopic I've seen. Like I've never seen Bohemian Rhapsody. That's
the one I was just thinking of. Yes, thank you. Queen. Yes, the Queen one.
Like I haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody. I haven't seen the Elton John one. I haven't seen any of them. So this was like kind of like the first biopic I've seen. So I think like maybe I need to watch those other ones as well so that I can get like a greater appreciation for just like music that I obviously know and like am familiar with, but then I can like appreciate it more.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So anyway, back at the movies, it was fun. That's what I saw this week.
I love that. 3 times this week. That's amazing. Now I want to go. I have wanted to see God, what is it called? The first one, Zendaya,
the drama.
And the drama. Thank you. I have wanted to see that one. I almost went to the movie theater this weekend, not to see a movie, but just to get popcorn to come home. I was tired and I just wanted to watch TV. There's shows that I want to watch right now. Euphoria, speaking of Zendaya, Euphoria season 3 is out and I really need to watch it. I don't know a lot of it. I've watched it here and there, but it was a background show for me and I liked half of it and I didn't like the other portions. I don't know. It's a show where I like it, but I don't like it all at the same time. But I do really want to watch this next season because they're a little older and I think like around the same age as we are now. And I want to watch, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on all the names of these shows right now. The Love Island, Life After the Villa is out. And I want to watch it. I need to catch up on it.
I watched like an episode and a half of that. I'm really bored. I'm really bored with it. Yeah, so far. I hope it gets better. It's just, so far I'm bored.
Okay. I feel like these people came out of the villa and have become these like superstar names, just normal people who are now having these like other shows. And so I want to just see what life is like. Yeah. Literally after the villa. And I think Love Island is starting soon. Not soon.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like, within the next couple of months, we've got to be getting the next season of Love Island.
I keep getting so many fake like announcements online saying like, oh, the cast is revealed. I don't even know what season this is.
And then it's not.
Next season date. Next season release date. Because I'm excited. It's just not going to be the same. June 2nd. So we're almost a month out.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so
Yeah.
season 8. Let's see. Season 8 cast. Love Island. Have they announced it? I don't know. No, probably not. Here we
I
go.
don't know.
Here we go. I'm on peacock.com. This will tell me. Okay, so here's the date. Now where? It's not telling me. We got to keep our eyes peeled so we can get familiar with our new Islanders. This is my second time watching and I'm like really excited.
You're invested.
Now.
Yeah.
I am invested. So those are the two shows that I'd like. There's things that I want to watch and I thought Euphoria would be fun to
Sit
have
with
my
some popcorn. Yeah.
Theater popcorn, you know, get into it, but
go see if you have a chance, if you have some free time, go see the drama. I think you'd like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I tell you what I think you will not like?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we're moving into games now.
Okay.
I have played just 2 new games the past week, which is so unheard of for me. Like I'm not a new gamer.
Right.
The first one, which I think you would hate, is Tamagotchi Life.
That was one of my most excited games for the year. Why would I hate it?
You don't have it yet. You haven't played it.
I have not. I've had no time. I haven't even watched anything about it because I don't want to like wreck it.
I really haven't either.
Okay.
And I might be wrong. Did you ever play the Tamagotchi Life? You never had a 3DS. Okay. Because I had Tamagotchi Life for my Nintendo 3DS, but I never played it. I own it. Like I have the physical game card that I bought in like 2011, 12, whenever it came out.
Okay.
Have never played it. Own it. Never played it. However, this game is so like memey.
Oh,
it's
like what do you mean?
Like it's just like my husband. I was showing it to him last night, and he was like, "Are you supposed to be like high when you play this game?" Like it is so weird. Like, and I will say that there's you like a game where you can like decorate and like really like build out and decorate. This is not that kind of game. Like you can build out, you can decorate, but like it's very limited.
Okay.
I think what the main like purpose of the game is like creating these like off the wall characters.
Okay.
And like off the wall me's that you then like have so many of them and they interact together and they do weird things. It's like it feels like part like Sims, part Mad Libs, part like Animal Crossing decorating because you like
Mad Libs.
You like create a character, right? So I created Miles and Rowan. So I have like a Miles and I have a Rowan.
Okay.
And like Rowan wanted to go talk to Miles and I introduced them and it was like, well, what would Miles want to talk about with me? And I put ball is life because Miles loves, you know, he has that little bandana that says ball is life, whatever. So now like Rowan will walk around going like, I was thinking about Miles and how we had such a very important conversation about ball is life and how we had such an important conversation about honeybees and how we had such, and it's like, it takes these little like things and it's so weird. It's so weird. Maybe you'll like it.
No,
but like
honestly, Teddy, I think you just saved me $70.
I think I did.
I think you just saved me a lot of money.
I don't think you would like it.
From your description, I don't think so either. I don't
like the point.
It sounds like, boring, honestly.
The
like
point
if that's
is to
the point.
Like have weird characters and to like create these characters that are like I started it and I'm enjoying it. I am.
Yeah.
But I think I really enjoy it on stream because it's fun with other people.
Correct.
To like laugh at what's happening. But it's not something you're gonna like sit down at night and like work on your area, really.
Okay. That's, you know me better than anyone.
And that's
like
what you like to do.
That's what I enjoy to do.
Mm-hmm.
I need like a purpose. I need a goal. And I'm sorry. Like I love Pokopia. I don't want to talk to my Pokemon. I don't
Yeah.
want to talk to them. I want to do my, I
Big
just
part
need a
of this
goal.
game is like managing and like feeding these things, like the Mies, and like
Ugh.
making sure that like they'll be walking down the street and then all of a sudden they're frozen and you have to like drag another Mii over to
No.
them and like unfreeze them. And so I don't think it's your kind of game.
Thank you. I don't know why I was so like I was excited
'cause-
because it looked funny.
Yes.
But
And it
I
is
don't want
funny.
to make the fun. I'm not good at producing funny. Like
I'm
if
not
I have
good
to
at producing
produce
funny
it,
either.
no.
I'm really not. So like this is like my little Miles character. Okay, you can't
Okay.
really see him.
I got a little view.
Like
Yeah,
that's
okay.
Miles.
Okay.
And he walks around and talks to like today this is Pooh.
Oh my gosh.
And like Rowan laid on the beach and had like a lollygag nap with Winnie the Pooh today on the beach. And so it's like funny
like
to like
that's
see
fun,
these
yes.
characters like
Pooh and Rowan. And
like I created me and my husband
Yep.
and Miles and Rowan.
Yep.
I created an alien because I was
Okay.
like, I don't want to romance my husband. That's boring. I want to romance this alien instead. But
Fair.
then you have no control over who they romance. So like, I didn't want to romance my husband, but the me that is Teddy romanced Mr. Good Boys. And I'm like, that's so
Wow.
boring. Like you have no
It's like
control over it.
You belong together.
I mean, you can
something.
say no, but like, it's like yes or no. Do you want them to pursue this? Yes or no. And so it's
you
like,
should
you
make
can't,
me
like,
see if it wants to romance me.
See, we've been talking about adding you. But so I have me, my husband, Miles Rowan, Winnie the Pooh, Alien, and then today we added Piglet.
Okay.
And
Piglet made it before me. Just kidding.
Yeah,
okay,
Piglet made
so
it before you.
why is she cursed?
And
He
Hannah
cursed.
Montana.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Hannah Montana and Alien are really getting along and like they're kind of flirting. She has a crush on Alien.
I think what? It sounds like the perfect game for a stream. You're right. I think I'm going to play it through you. Like I'll just watch you play it.
You know what you could do? What you could do? They have a demo. So you could download the demo for free and play the demo. You can only create up to 3 Miis in the demo before you have to like buy the full game. But I think you could get like a feel for the game and like the like goofy meminess of it through the demo. So maybe you should try the demo first.
Now, question, when you create these Miis or characters, how creative can you get? Like, can you change the way, like, obviously Rowan and Miles dogs, aliens, but like, can you make them tall? Can you make them muscular? Can you make them?
Sort of. You can make, there's like a bar that you can tall, short.
Like,
and then
can I make Cassian?
I mean, you could try. He's not.
You know what I
hot.
mean? Well, then I'm not
there's like
interested.
another bar that's like skinny and chunky. So that's
I'm trying to figure out like what I would do if I downloaded this.
Yeah,
game.
like I think there's a lot of people who are loving it and are
For
doing
sure.
like somebody is doing a full Bridgerton island. Like one of our buddies in stream is like, I'm creating all of the Bridgerton characters and throwing them on an island together. Or someone I think did like Aelin and Rowan from Throne of Glass. And so you could certainly like create a bunch of like random characters like that, and it's funny, and you could like create like a Gengar and throw Gengar in there, and like maybe Gengar falls in love with Cassian, and like there's like so much, but like I think that's what's so funny is that you have these like off the wall characters that's like there's no way that like this person could love this person, or like really get in, like I don't know. So I think the wildness of the connections is kind of what makes it fun, but
I think I have so many mixed thoughts. Like my wheels are turning because I'm like, okay, if I do this trial, who do I make? What do I do? I truly don't know if I envision myself like when I play games, it's like 9 p.m. by myself in my basement. Like, am I really feeling funny at that point in time?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'd have to be in a really weird headspace. It'd be something that like I'd play on your couch if I'm visiting you.
Yeah.
Can we like game share if I come visit you?
1,000%. I'm not saying don't get it, but I think for you especially, play the demo before you make it's a $60 purchase. It's not 70, it's 60. So
Still pricey.
still pricey.
I like
Play the
honest
demo
reviews.
first.
I'm really glad you said
Mhm.
that because I was just gonna gung ho buy it and like go
Yeah.
for it, but
And
I
I like it.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't wanna
Yeah.
discourage anyone from playing, but if you're thinking this is, like, a pretty serious, like, decorating game, it's not.
Right.
There's, like, definitely, like, some terraforming you can do where you can, like, make the island bigger and, like, add benches and move the houses around and stuff, but,
Okay.
like and I'm sure there's a way to make it cute, but it's, like, I think, uh,
I
the
need to do
the
my research
the,
on the
like,
game first.
decorating is very like, a very minimal part of the game. It's very, like,
Honestly.
silly and mini games and, like, meme-y and, like,
Mm.
they're talking to her about what? And, like, there's, like, a ton of cut scenes where, like, the 2
Oh.
characters are, like, doing stuff together, and so you're, like, watching these cut scenes of, like, Rowan and Winnie the Pooh, like, there was one yesterday where
Hanging out.
my character, Teddy, and Mr. Good Boys, like, she fell in love with him and had this, like, massive crush on him, and she, like,
Uh-huh.
went out to the ocean and was, like, screaming into the ocean, like, "I love Mr. Good Boys," and she's just shouting into the ocean, and then they, like, connect, and they're together, and he is walking, and, like, all of a sudden, there's a puddle in front of him, and she's like, "No," and, like, this is all in a cut scene. She, like, jumps in front of him and throws a towel down with, like, a heart on it so that instead of walking through the puddle, he, like, has a nice towel to walk over, and he looked at her and was like, "Ew," and, like, walked around the puddle and, like, kind of, like, turned her down. But it didn't stop
Oh,
her from
poor
continuing to have a
girl.
crush on him. So,
Good for her.
it's just weird, like, it's
It's
like
fun.
it's goofy,
Yeah.
but it's weird, and so just yeah.
I can't like I lock in when I play games and I have a horrible sense of humor. So like for me,
I know.
I just know you know me so well. Like
Mhm.
I would be like, what is going on? It would be hilarious if I were watching it with you and
Yes.
like making it with
1,000%.
people.
I think
like
it's fun
that's what
with
would make it
people.
fun. Like
Yeah.
a group. But
Yeah.
by myself, I'd be like, am I okay? Like what is happening right now?
My
So
husband was like, "Are you supposed to, like, be high when you do this?" I was like,
I get it.
don't
I
know."
get that now. I was excited about that. So it sounds hilarious, but in the right setting for me, other people probably, I've seen people posting. I try not to watch it because I didn't want to spoil anything
Yeah.
for myself.
Yeah.
I was extremely confused because I saw so many people doing different genres and like movie based things where I was like, how are they doing this? Like, am I missing the whole point of this game? Because I was
Yeah.
very lost at first. So totally get it, but I'm glad you're enjoying it and are having fun with
Yeah.
it on stream with
I'm
people
having
too.
fun with it, and I think it'd be fun for, like, us to play together in, like, the
Yeah.
same room. I think we'd be, like, cackling, but
Hilarious, like peeing our pants.
I just after, like,
Not
a
by
long
myself.
day when you wanna sit down and decorate, I don't think that's gonna be the game for you.
Thank you. I appreciate you telling me that because I
Yeah.
won't waste my time doing it until I'm with you.
Okay, one more game I wanna talk about, though.
Yep.
This past week, the Loftia closed beta released.
It did.
And you were the lucky recipient of a key, and I was the lucky
Yes.
recipient of a key, and so we got to play a little bit.
Yes.
I think I've probably played more than you have.
Yeah.
I've played it on stream twice. I played on Thursday while I was doing my colonoscopy day, like no eating day. So from like
Yep.
9 a.m. until like 4, I played it, and
It's a
then
good chunk.
I played again on Monday on stream. So
Okay.
I've probably put like 10 hours into it.
Okay. And how are we liking
10,
it? What are
11
your
hours.
thoughts?
I like it. I do.
Mhm.
I think I'm really impressed with it is a closed beta. And
Mhm.
when I was telling my husband, he was like we had a conversation last night at dinner about games, and he was like,
Mhm.
"So you've been playing new games lately. You've been playing Pokopia, you've been playing Loftia, you've been
Mhm.
playing Tomodachi Life.
Mhm.
How would you rank them? Like what do
Yep.
you think between those 3 games?" And he was like asking my opinion on how I liked them and which ones I feel like I'd continue playing. And I was like telling him about Loftia and how it's in closed beta, and he's like, "Yeah, but everything's in closed beta. Like the beta means nothing to me anymore." And I was like,
Okay.
"Yeah, but this one is like an actual beta where like
Mhm.
it's only available for 2 weeks. Like you can't play it after." And he was like, "Oh," like cuz I feel like Palea's in beta,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Which like but it's not. Like it is, but like it's been out forever.
Right.
like years we've been in beta. And so
And like what's
but this is like a true beta. Like we have 2
okay.
weeks. We're going to take the feedback we get and we're going to work on it. And the game's going to come out for early release later, several months later.
Right.
So I think for being in a closed beta period, like a very limited time closed beta period, I think the game's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, as someone who has put in 10, 11 hours,
Mm-hmm.
I like some of the tasks seem like they're going to take forever. Like I think that when this game comes out, there's going to be a lot of gameplay because some of the things that I like, the quests that it's having you do, like I don't know that I'm going to be able to get these done before the game ends, before the beta period ends,
before 2 weeks is up.
I seriously don't. I'm like, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get those done. Well, it's like you have to submit like things to a big project, but enable to like access that big project, you have to like unlock this area and unlock this area and upgrade this tool and upgrade this tool and upgrade this crafting machine. And so you have to like have like stuff upgraded and stuff crafted and like have access to these areas that you can't reach without certain tools. Right. And then you have to like be in those areas and harvest these things that are only available. Like there's only 3 of them, but you need like 5 of them to craft like one thing. And you're supposed to craft like, you're supposed to submit like 20 of them. So it seems like it's going to be very like time consuming. And the thing that I think is keeping me from like, I'd be fine to go sit in bed and do that right now. But it doesn't work on Steam right now or on Steam Deck. Like, it works.
So you have to be at a computer.
It's working well on PC, but you know me, I only sit at my computer and play games when I am streaming.
Correct.
If I am off stream, I am not at this desk. I am on the couch. I am in my bed. I am outside on the back porch couch. Like, I want a game, not at my desk.
Yes.
So, like, I think I might finish the beta if I could play it on Steam Deck. I've heard that some people have been. But it's definitely not like optimized for that yet. I know that it plans on being, and it will be hopefully before early access comes out. But it's not right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I didn't realize.
What were your thoughts? PC. I know you've only played a little bit, but what are your thoughts?
A bit last week. I do like it. I think it's cute. I love the start of games like this when you do the character customization. I absolutely love it. I thought they almost took it a step further with their customization options. I loved that you could change the color of clothes and how in-depth that was.
I liked that too.
That was really cool because I haven't seen that with other games. So I thought it was fun off the rip to be able to have so many options to dive into because that's something I enjoy and I look for in a game. Gameplay wise, I didn't like fully understand a storyline quite yet. I was extremely confused at like going to your house and having a neighbor, and I was like, is this my neighbor forever? Does my neighbor change? Like, I'm very confused right now. Who did I get neighbored with? The controls were a little tricky for me. Like, I feel like I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to put a tool away, or
1,000%.
You know, like ease of use was a little tough for me. And I think that's the part of it, right? They're going to get feedback, and that's like
totally. Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's the point of the beta, is to like write down notes and be able to submit that feedback. And I will say, I agree. I think a lot of people had to like rebind their keys in the game to like match what they're used to in like Palia or other games that are similar to this. I had the same thing, and the only reason I know is because I had a bunch of friends in stream being like, R is how you switch tools, like J is how you emote. Like, I had to have people tell me.
Yeah, I was getting frustrated because I was like, I also made the mistake of playing immediately after I was on Palia, like getting my daily login. And so I was like, I am so mad right now because all my controls are so different between my Switch controller for Pokopia and this. I'm like, I'm going to lose my mind right now. So I thought it was really fun. I love a game where you see other people running around. Like, I saw someone from your stream who I like I would recognize her name anywhere. And
Mhm.
so I started chasing her, and she didn't notice that I chased her around like basically the entire map. Like she's still to this day, if she's listening to this, she won't even know because I don't think she saw me, but I followed on her tail for like probably 10 minutes because I didn't know what
That's
else to
funny.
do. And I followed her until she went to some like gondola ski lift looking thing and
Oh, yeah,
then
that
went
takes you
up.
to the hanging gardens.
Yeah, she said
Yeah.
bye-bye. She didn't see me, and I followed her and just watched her go off on her little gondola, and I was like,
Oh.
she never saw me, but I like games where I can like recognize a name
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
creep around.
I agree. I think it's the MMO, like having an
Yeah,
MMO like that is so
yeah.
much fun. And I will say the island thing, it changes every time. So like
Oh, cool.
you'll
Like a
always
neighbor.
have people, you'll always have like 3 neighbors on that
Uh-huh.
island, but it's people who are also on their plots. So
Yeah.
it'll like it's kind of like a server that it'll add you to like a server that only has 4 people on it, and you can
Mhm.
like but it's gonna be someone different. Like it's not always your friends, it's sometimes just random
Yeah.
people, which I think is cool because you can get like inspo from random people, or like
Right.
random people get to see your plot.
Right.
And so it's
True.
like a cool way to like show off
Like
what you've
visuals
done
and
to
yeah.
random people, but also see what other
Yeah.
people are doing. And
It's
so
like a
yeah, it's
fun
random.
it's something new with like I feel like a lot of these games in this category, there's so many similarities between them. So that's a fun like little twist. It's their own
Differentiator.
thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Because I do feel like it gets a little redundant over time, like the same farming mechanics and the same
Yeah.
like gathering and this and that and like grinding to upgrade a pickaxe and uh, sometimes like there's give and take, but
Yeah,
sometimes
having some,
I
like, new features that make it feel fresh and make it feel
right.
like a new game are important.
Right, because otherwise I'm like, I don't wanna go look for carrot seeds again. Like, man,
Mhm.
really? Or like, my tool's breaking again. But this
Mhm.
one being like the battery generators and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's a cute game. Off the rip, I wasn't like obsessed with it. But again, it's in beta. I think if I had a grip on the controller situation and just some other like little tedious things, it would have been a much smoother experience, but I
Yeah.
think it's really cute, and I think the game has a lot of potential based off whatever they do continue working on with it. I see it being a game people really love.
Yeah.
I like the community aspect of it. I
Yes.
really like that.
I think what's holding me back from, like, really diving into it now is the
Mhm.
fact that we've only got, like, a week left,
Right, and it's gonna
you know?
like, I can't the grind, like, I wish some games had, like, an option where you didn't like, easy mode, please, because, like, I
Yeah.
don't have time like, I don't have the energy or the time to do the grind in every single game I play, and I kind of wish for everyone there was, like, a way to go easy and like just
Mhm.
decide like, yeah, can I take the easy way out, please? Like I'm excited about this game to decorate and have like a new game to tinker with, but maybe I don't want to have to go grind 10 levels up on like all my things and get all these different crafting benches. Like maybe I just want to log into the game, have access to everything and decorate. Like I wish that was an option in some games where
I totally
like
get that. Yeah.
creative mode Loftia or creative mode Palea. Like I would absolutely love that. But I don't know. Otherwise, it fits the theme perfectly. I think it's just a cute game with a lot of good potential. And I think they have for what it is, like being the closed beta for 2 weeks, it's great. Like
Mhm.
worked great. Loved the customization. I loved all the cute outfit. Like to me, they thought it through really well. The outfits are so cute. I love all the hair options. It's different than like what I've seen in other games, and I don't know. I enjoyed it,
Mhm.
but I'm excited to see how it progresses.
Yeah. Yep. I am
If that
too. And
makes
I'm
sense.
it's hard for me to wanna grind in something that I know I'm gonna lose all the progress on. Like,
Right.
this progress will not transfer over into early access. And so I'm like, it's hard wanting to put so much time and energy into it, knowing
Mhm.
that like in a week it's gonna be all
It's
that's gonna
gone.
be wiped. So,
Totally.
um, but really cute. I also liked it. So
Mhm.
it'll be a
It's a fun
fun,
game.
excited to see how it looks when it comes out.
Yeah, it'll be so you said a couple months,
The
maybe?
expected release date is mid to late 2026.
Oh, they're gonna be busy.
Yeah.
That's so stressful, but how
Mm,
fun for them, because I remember seeing, like it's a couple, right? It's a
mhm.
couple who decided
Mhm.
to build the game. How exciting for them that it's
How
in this
cool.
beta and
Yeah.
they're getting feedback and
And
people
there's
are
so many people
playing.
playing it, so many
Yeah,
people
and
excited
talking
about
about
it.
it. That's a
Yeah.
really awesome accomplishment, but now it's like, "Okay, grind time, we gotta get it ready," and I can't imagine what that feels like, so
Yeah.
that's really cool. props to them for doing it.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed it. So, I know a lot of your community has been enjoying it too. And I've seen a lot of friends like bringing people together, and I will always stand by a game that gets the friends talking and gets people together. I love it. Love them for that. So 'twas good. 'Twas good, Teddy.
Good.
Otherwise, let me think. Pokopia. That's all I've been playing. I've actually had it open while we were chatting today a little bit. I didn't do much. I actually have been sleeping on my screen because I can't. I was like, maybe I'll multitask today.
Yeah.
No, I can't. So I've been watching my girl sleep. I keep looking down, and then I fly around, and then I'm like, oh wait, she needs pee. I need to like eat something, and then she just falls back asleep.
Passes out again.
Yep. We're doing good over here, but
that's okay. Well, hey, later. I will let you go because I have nothing else for you this week. So I will let you get to the Pokopia grind.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing in there, but I'm going to go do something. So
go do something.
Friends, thank you so much for listening this week and for hanging out with us. We will catch up with you again next week.
Bye.